Tanya, and I'm here again with the weekly sketch inspiration, and this one was by Felicity Wilson, and I'm using my April kits. The photographs are of some food that we had. We went away for my husband's 50th birthday, and there was a pop-up restaurant, and it was all very exciting. Never really been to a pop-up restaurant before. I actually think it's a kind of a misnomer. I think they have the restaurant there all the time. They tacked on pop-up just to make it more exciting. But to be fair, there was an art exhibition. It's this tiny little town. Okay, can't remember the name of it, can't pronounce it either, but it's a tiny little town, and they open up their little village to the world, basically, kind of twice a month, and do art exhibitions in their houses. So you go around and you go into people's homes and you check out their art, and at the end of it we went to the restaurant and had I think it was like a 7-course meal, and each course was designed in a way to emulate or to what's the word, glorify the art, something like that, inspired by the art. There we go. My gosh, that took a while. And so yeah, it was really pretty, kind of odd. A lot of it was kind of odd because the one course was inspired by sort of skulls and weird things. So, but the food was fun, and it was tasty, and the day was great. So it was a great celebration, and that is why I'm scrapbooking it. So while I was waffling on and on and on about the story, you would have noticed that I chose a whole bunch of paper, and then found that offcut from another layout that I made, and I thought, well, that just works so nicely with my my background paper. So I just stuck with those two, and now I'm going through the 3x4 cards to see what sentiment wise will go and what color wise goes. That's why the pineapple one is in there, and we will see what I do with it. I bet you're on the edge of your seats. So for the longest time I have this idea, you'll see, because on the sketch there are some circular elements, so I figured, okay, I like the sentiments of these two 3x4 cards, but I'm going to cut them out with my EK Success circular punch tool. I think that might be a 2-inch one. I think I'm right in that. And I do for wait for it, yes, I know I covered up that beautiful pineapple. Oh, naughty girl. But I like the colour of the card, and I felt it went nicely with my colouring of my layout. So I was quite happy with that. I mean, I know the pineapple's in the back there. So yes, so for the longest time I hang on to these circular elements thinking that I'm going to use them, and they do end up on the page, but not in that format. And then I was going to go with this long title that I have which I eventually will have on the right hand side. You'll see I kind of take a little while to get there, but that doesn't become my title. That actually becomes my journaling. I like doing that. I very often have a long title which is pretty much my journaling. Ooh, I can't speak today. My journaling. Ling-a-ling-a-ling. So yes, so for the moment I am thinking, okay, this is my title, and where am I going to place it? Because this is not exactly the easiest design that I've ever done. I must say, I do go with a kind of top left bottom right design, but yeah, it was not too easy, I have to admit. But I was super chuffed with how many of the chipboard pieces that I am playing with at the moment or cutting out are from the Paige Evans collection. I can't remember the name, might be Take Me Away. But I was super chuffed because I got that bunch of bowls on. I know it's very literal. I mean, I've got food in my photographs, but the colours work nicely, and you've got to give me a little bit of credit for, getting a bunch of bowls on my layout, because I wasn't sure how I was ever going to use those. So now I'm really thinking I'm going to get those circular elements on this page if it kills me. And as I said, I do persevere rather a long time before I decide, okay, time to give it up, Tanya, and just, and try something else. So, managing to put it on there, getting the other one on the other side, and and eventually I decide, no, it's just not working. So I am now going to faff around a bit to try and decide what I'm going to do. I like the flowers. The reason why I put the flowers on there is the plate on the left hand side, that was inspired by some painting. I can't remember which painting it was. It had a lot of flowers on it. It also had a fish skeleton on it. Kind of, you know, the backbone of a fish. Told you it was very strange. And the right hand one was kind of like a broth, and they brought the broth and they poured it into the teacup, and it all kind of mixed up very nicely. So now I've got what I'm thinking is my title on the right hand side, and I'm gonna have to stop because my video's gone weird. Hang on a second. You know, I am having the hardest time with my video recording these days. Not the recording itself, but the voiceovers and the putting it together. It's really painful sometimes. So I am now happy with what I've got going on the right hand side coming down. It said moments captured at this place was simply the best, and then I realized that the was is wrong and I do change it to were. I know, I'm a bit pedantic and all of that. And then I have this thing that moments captured. It was kind of one of those wonky sort of step element type things. I don't know how you would call them, but I have an issue with those, which is why I cut it out. I kind of like my words to either be, I don't know what kind of an element it is, but they don't really work for me, and so I cut them. Anyway, that was a very long-winded way to say that I'd cut that out. And now, as I said, I am happy with the right-hand side, and I am now working on the left-hand side. And it does change up a bit. I don't seem to have the recording for that, but you will see when we get to the next... Oh my gosh, I do faff, don't I? My gosh, look at that. Oh, but I did you see I used the extra bit of that 3x4 card that I had cut the circles out of? Yeah, I was kind of quite impressed with that, and I got the exclamation mark from that yes on as well. So yeah, and now I'm just putting a few little bits down, hearts and things. And I think this is where this is where I realized, and I wanted to keep it in just to make sure you realized that I realized that I was grammatically incorrect. It's important to me. I know it shouldn't be, but it is. So here we go. You missed out on a bit here, but I took one of the acetate tags that came in a pack that we got, and you see I do get the circles on there. They're just not a main feature anymore. And for the longest while, I couldn't work out what I wanted at the top of the page, and then I got one of those words. And as we were on a tiny mini vacation, it was like a weekend break, I figured vacation fit in there, and it element-wise, it seemed to work for me. And I'm getting a few of the hearts, the wooden hearts that we got in the kit on, and that poor little diamond heart thingy does not get on, despite my trying valiantly. And I do, yes, these are my Mind's Eye stickers. Very nice. Got a whole bunch of them. I think they came in the Project Life kit. And so I just wanted to put a little bit of them on, and I'm going to be ever so proud of myself in this moment. Wait for it. Yep, there we go. Pineapples. I am getting pineapples on my layout. I am super chuffed with myself, and I know I kind of justified it to myself because it's, photographs of food. So not quite as whimsical as one might think. And I needed a bit more black at the top there, which is why I got this ampersand out, and once I worked out which way up it was supposed to go, a bit confusing, those ones. I was happy with that. And then I got the Vicky Bouton crayons and decided to colour in the hearts because I wanted a pop of a brighter colour. These crayons are actually really, really nice. They go on wood veneer beautifully, and you'll see I colour it a bit, and look how vibrantly red that is. Oh, so pretty. And and a little bit of colour goes a long way too. So yeah, that worked out really, really nicely. And now I'm thinking, I've got this massive gap. Yeah, and this is where I actually bring in my proper title. So I kind of have, three titles. I've got my main title, which is going to read Awesome Food. And then I've got the top one, which is vacation, and then on the right hand side I've got that long sentence, which I'm going with as my journaling. Yep, that's the way it is. These puffy stickers are exclusive to the kits, and they are a lot of fun, and they don't come off the sticker sheet very well. Oh gosh, I'm nearly at the end. Okay, I just wanted to show you there that I actually did journal. So there we go, there's my layout. Hope you enjoyed it. Please join us in the Facebook forum and play along with these sketches. We really enjoy seeing what you're doing. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.